Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Legacy of the Duelist on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. And in this episode, after we skipped the Mai versus Merrick fight, which I'm still confused as to why the fuck we skipped 2/3 of fucking Battle City, god damn it. But yeah, we skipped the Mai versus Merrick fight. We're going to be going into the Seto versus Ishizu fight. The choices of fights that we actually do in this game are really fucking arbitrary from my perspective.
Gerda and I were talking off recording just before we started that I do agree with the Battle City's concession by removing the Mai versus Merrick fight. I would not really dig playing as Yami Merrick.
Well, I love Yami Merrick's deck, because it's effectively a weaker version of Slow Burn.
So you're telling me he has even more reason?
Solar Flare Dragon? Oh, yeah.
He has even more reason to be people's least favorite character in Yu-Gi-Oh! Mythos?
Alright, so, aside from Gadget Soldier, yeah, a lot of the cards that we're going to see in here were actually in the duel that Seto and Ishizu had. And as Annotations Gerda is mentioning here, if you can actually get Kaiser Glider out and sit on it forever, Ishizu is not actually all that difficult an opponent. But if you remember, Mr. Cloud, there's a reason why Ishizu actually made it to the Grand Finals, aside from having Millennium Necklace. It's because she is actually running a very interesting OTK deck. But thankfully, she's not going to actually get out her OTK, but she is going to get out a lot of fucking damage.
Is she using Honest?
No, she doesn't have Honest, but she does have the Majestic Mechs, which I'm relatively certain that she wouldn't have had the Majestic Mechs at this point in classically, but...
The Majestics. They're cards that can be normal summoned without tributing, but if you do so, you face dire consequences. Behold.
Okay, so... Alright, we got
Silent Doom.
But we're going to sacrifice our Death Feral Imp in order to bring out Kaiser Glider.
Cannot be destroyed by battle. We could use a card like that.
That is not what Kaiser Glider does. He does not get destroyed by battle by monsters that have the same attack values as him. And she landed 4, meaning she gets her Agido back. God damn it. Look, Kaiser Glider is honestly a really good fake Monarch. It really is, but it needs to actually be the strongest monster on the field for it to be valuable. And it is not at the moment, so...
Select the cards you would like to destroy, which of course was the most powerful card that he had.
But yeah.
He, they. The most powerful card that they had is now in the graveyard because of effects and state-based actions by triggers.
Okay, so we're going to kill the Keldo. Right, yeah, we're going to kill Keldo. Now Keldo's effect is going to trigger, which is going to bounce these two cards in our graveyard back into our deck.
Then shuffle your deck. I mean, that's not terribly bad. I mean, we could...
It kind of is, because that means that our deck is very stale at the moment, and meaning that we don't really have an answer to take out her Majestic Mech again. Because we still don't have any normal monsters in our graveyard.
Right, we can't use Silent Doom unless we have an appropriate target.
Right.
We don't really have anything going on for us at the moment.
We don't. In fact, we're dead.
Oh yeah, how about that? Is that the OTK-ness that you were mentioning?
No. This is not the OTK-ness that I was specifically trying to solve. As it mentions here, what we're supposed to be doing is we're supposed to be doing what originally happened in this duel, which is Kaiba sets up his field in order to summon Obelisk the Tormentor, and then due to ancient Egyptian magic that Kaiba doesn't believe in, he gets a plot dump that has him sacrifice Obelisk the Tormentor instead of attacking with it for Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then Ishizu uses that as confirmation that Kaiba can be a child of destiny as well.
Well, yeah, because him summoning Obelisk the Tormentor didn't destroy him like it did Odeon, when Odeon tried summoning the Winged Dragon of Ra.
Well, it was supposed to, because if Kaiba had attacked using Obelisk the Tormentor, Ishizu had set face down Blast with a Tribute, which would have dealt 2,000 points of damage to Kaiba and would have killed him.
But because of destiny, Kaiba saw the trap ahead of time.
Well, no. Destiny told him, hey, summon Blue Eyes instead, because you like Blue Eyes more than Obelisk.
And then Kaiba said, I like Blue Eyes more than Obelisk. I will do that.
Yeah. Oh, look, here... Okay, Ishizu's actual OTK, because we're not gonna see her resolve it successfully. It actually involves her setting up her graveyard specifically to activate the trap card exchange of the spirit. She's already set up her graveyard to do it, she's just missing it. But the other big thing that Ishizu's got access to, thanks to the fact that she's running Needlebug Nest, is the ability to flood her graveyard with fairy monsters, which allows Midora specifically to, you know, be a very, very big threat right now.
Yes, I agree. We got Blast Sphere.
Although we do have Blast Sphere, what I think we're actually gonna try and do here is Ixie's off that Midora into something. That way we can have an answer to Kelbic, because Kelbic is another thing that we don't really have a good answer for right now.
What does Kelbic do again?
If you attack Kelbic, it sends the monster that attacked it back to the owner's hand.
Yeah, that would be a bit of a problem now. That's if the card survives damage.
No. Kelbic doesn't care if it survives or not.
Oh, it just goes back anyway. Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's not so bad. Let's do...
We're gonna go into Castel, actually. I think we're specifically setting up Castel. Yeah, we're gonna use Castel.
I love going into Castel.
To bounce... Yeah, we're bouncing Midora to the top of her deck and then killing Kelbic, which is a terrible idea, but it's all I've got, so...
And
the one
with
problem
the help
that Slowburn always ends up running into is the fact that because if I need to kill something in battle, it's relatively difficult for me to do so. Oh no, that's right. We are instead flipping Midora into defense mode so we can kill it in battle. Okay. That's the other thing I always forget that Castel can actually do, because I've always been... whenever I've had to deal with Castel specifically, it's always the spin effect, not the shift.
Right, because you have to detach two materials in order to use the spin effect.
Yep.
Reminding us that Book of Moon was once the nuts, now not so much.
Book of Moon was only the nuts for a little while though, because while we still had to go by the older priority rules, a Book of Moon would allow you to very specifically deal with monsters as they were activating their effects, which could in fact she landed 4 on Akito again, getting her fucking Midora.
And she got the best. Well, we have an answer to Midora because we have an enemy controller that can change its battle position.
Okay, how do we answer her other Midora?
We're screwed. Patience, my friends, patience. So, are you gonna tribute Zombino so that we don't die this turn?
In order to steal her Midora, thereby canceling out her battle phase. Except Midora only gains attack points equal to the number of fairy monsters in her graveyard, not mine.
Well, we did minimize the amount of damage that we took. We did also remove from her board a Midora that she controlled. See, she could have held from attacking and said, wait a minute, if I just let the turn pass, then I'm going to get my Midora back, but she didn't consider that. What she did consider was that we were luring her into a trap, but she saw it ahead of time.
Okay, so Blastfield will then need Zolga on her turn. Then... Alright, Flameville Guard, protect our life points!
Please. And Blastsphere has detonated.
Yay! Oh, damn it, another Zolga.
Well,
but thankfully...
she attacked with the wrong creature first.
Yes. Okay. Yes! We can take down her Midora now. Behold the power of Breaker, the magical warrior.
Oh, right, because Breaker... Right, gotcha. Because
Break your
gosh,
spell counter gives it 300 additional attack. Then we can move to main phase 2 and use Fissure in order to destroy Mudora. Fear the power of Fissure.
Man, we got lucky.
We did get very lucky. It's why I'm running 2 of everything, though. That way our luck is, slightly more in our favor. No face-down spell or traps for you, Mrs. Ishizu. I've got MST. No.
Be gone. Because once
Yeah,
you
that
put
was
it face
exchange of the
down.
spirit. We blew up her exchange of the spirit. We are golden.
Nice. Well, I mean, she could normal summon another Medora, and that Medora is going to have like
Actually, I
fucking
think that's all
4,000
3
attack.
for Medora, isn't it? It's at least 2.
If only we could just reach into the raw material and look in the graveyard saying, wait a minute, pause. Unfortunately, videos don't quite work like that.
Yeah. That
let me
her
say
face
that
down
on
does not matter because we've got Breaker the Magical Warrior with a spell counter. We can blow it up. Mwaha.
Yeah, got it.
It was another
did
exchange
everything.
of the spirit.
It's really dedicated to that win con.
Kinda, sorta. Honestly, Mudora is a much better win con for her. But yay, we managed to beat a Ishizu.
Victory
fucking
is
Medora.
mine.
I love that Ishizu's got an updated deck with Needlebug Nest for the record. It's bullshit that she's got that specifically, but I'm gonna be honest, it makes this match much more entertaining. In the next episode, we'll continue on with Battle City. Be safe, everybody.